Hi guys, it's me, Crazy BG, coming and doing another vlog for you. It feels like an age since I've done the last vlog, but to be honest, there hasn't really been a lot to report because we've just had winter and snow and cold weather and the fire being on all winter, and spring is literally just about here now. We're starting to get back into double figures, which is great. Snow hasn't been too bad, more that it's just been long and lingering and cold. Um, Something that, again, if you're thinking about moving over here, it's definitely something you need to prep for the winter. Um, you need to think about how you're going to heat. So we use wood for our heating, which feeds through to the radiators. We ordered 11 cubic of wood, and to be honest, we were really confident it was going to be enough because the year prior of the winter, um, the winter was late. So if you think not last Christmas, Christmas before, that day on Christmas Day was 24 degrees. So we were sitting in the garden in t-shirts on Christmas Day because it was that warm, and it was just the night. So wood went further. This last Christmas gone, winter started in October and it came early, and it was like 4 or 5 months of cold weather with maybe, a week's worth of warm weather, like scattered throughout those 5 months. So it's something you need to be aware of. That should be top of your list if you're considering about moving here to Bulgaria, that you need to work out your heating source and what the best option is for you. Some people use wood, some people use pellets, some people use the air conditioning units, but bearing in mind they are more expensive. But that's actually not what I'm wanting to talk to you guys about today. I just want to really tell you about some bizarre stuff that's really happened in the last few weeks. Um, so one of the things I want to make you aware of as well is that it's important that if you're considering about a move, that you really look at your income options, and especially whereabouts it is that you're going to move to in Bulgaria. So for instance, if you're looking for work, then you would need to move as close to Sofia as you possibly could, because there are a lot more work options than what there are on the other parts of the country. So, for instance, I live in the northwest, and English is not a widely spoken language here. So, the chances of work are very, very slim to get unless you know enough of the Bulgarian language to be able to get work. So it's something that you need to consider. Some people, obviously, when they move, they have the option of the pension. So if they get a pension and the pension's probably sustainable enough to keep them going month in, month out, because the cost of living here is a lot less than what it is over in the UK. So there's the option of the pension. But then the only other options really what you've got is either doing something sustainable, so that's growing your own veg and preserving and rearing your own livestock, or doing something like online work, which I was considering doing. So let me tell you what's been happening in the last year. I was doing a contract where I was teaching English for a firm. That was a year gone January, but the work dried up, and some things had changed, and my contract wasn't renewed. And that really kind of left me in a bit of a spot, if I'm honest. Like, we had savings like throughout the year that we'd been using, but it wasn't something that that really we wanted to do, and it was limited. And at some point, not that long ago, I was really thinking that I was going to have to go back to the UK to get a job, for a little while to bring in some more income and move back, or do something like, do work in Sofia, and rent an apartment in Sofia, and have to do a commute back and forward from here to Sofia, every couple of weeks or something like that. But then I started looking at online working, and it's a bit of a grey area, with this. this online working, and especially if you're not really familiar with a computer, which fortunately I am, but the online work was something that I wasn't really familiar with. Apart from I was doing some blogging to earn some cryptocurrency, which, it gave me a little bit of income, but nothing huge. Then I was looking at things like online surveys and things like that, but again, the pay wasn't that much, and the amount of hours that you needed to work was quite a lot. Um, then I happened to stumble, and this was only the other week. And honestly, guys, this has been a crazy adventure these last, couple of weeks when I tell you. So what happened was I saw an advert on Facebook, and the advert wanted writers, um, who would write articles, and it offered like a certain amount per 1,000 words. I'm not going to say what the amount is because the amount varies from place to place depending on your written knowledge as well. But they were looking for English writers to be able to write different articles, and it would pay a certain amount per words. And normally I steer clear of these ads because I'm really kind of I've burnt my fingers so badly with things that I've done in the past, and I paid for things and lost money and all sorts. And normally I won't even enter it. So all it did was it said, looking for writers to pay, such and such pay 1,000 words, and all it was to put your name and email address in. So I put my name and email address in, and they got in touch with me, and I explained about my writing and that I had blogging experience and things like that, and I knew bits about formatting and some things like that. And they says, okay, right, great, let's see what your writing's like. So they set me up and got me to work writing. So I can't remember, like, the first 4 articles were about different things because they give you a topic and you research it and write about it. So the first 4 articles were like 750 words each, and I wrote the articles and I put them in the format that they wanted me to put it in, submitted them, and that was fine. And how they pay is you invoice them and then you request the money via PayPal and then they pay you. But I was really skeptical about it, so I did the first article and I was like, okay, I've done the article. Can I just ask, I felt a bit awkward asking, but I was like, how does the PayPal work? And this was on like a Thursday or something. And they said, oh, it's fine, not a problem. Normally it's a Monday, but just so that you know it works, do you want to request a payment now and we'll pay you? So I was like, okay. So I had to invoice them with what I had done and the amount of words. And then I had to do my calculation as how many words I'd wrote, turn that into a monetary value, request it on PayPal. And within 5 minutes, the money came in, no problem, into PayPal. So I was like, okay, this looks like it's something that's promising. So I carried on writing the articles, and then I submitted another invoice, another payment, no problem, got paid again. Excellent. I thought, okay, I'm making something. It's better than nothing. I'm starting to get something coming in. This could be a good thing. And then my client, because now that's what I can say, because he is my client, asked me if I would be interested in another project, and I said yeah. And I got offered a project writing coupons for newspapers online. So basically, not to go into too much detail because these are my clients and the information's confidential. But basically, the client is a German client, and they write they write all these vouchers for different newspapers in the UK. They needed British speakers and writers to be able to do it. So I got invited to do it, which I started this week. And then all of a sudden, it moved from payment by words to an hourly rate. And I was like, oh my goodness. So they wanted me from 10 till 4 Central European time, which I've been doing all this week. And it's going really well. But I found in the last 2 weeks that I've gone from kind of like winter, nothing to do but watch TV, to being absolutely inundated. So much so that I'm going to the UK next week. I've managed to get a deal because there's some people that I really want to see who can't come here. And my client is now like, look, can you work while you're away? Because we're really happy and we really need some of the work to be done. So it's kind of a bit like a busman's holiday sort of thing. So I'm having to be working some of the days while I'm there. And even when I come back, I have an overlay at Amsterdam on the day I'm coming back, which is like 7 hours. And I'm having to find space to work in Amsterdam with internet so that I can carry out the work. But it's really got me thinking, because now I'm like, right, this is great because this gives me options. So if I need to work, I can work from anywhere because I don't need the phone. I'm entering everything on the internet. If I need to talk to the client, it's on Skype. And this has just opened a lot of options for me, which is something that if you're looking at doing, these are options that are available to you. And since then, what I've been doing is, because I was like, okay, well, what if, touch wood, but what if that work dries up? What would I do? How would I move on to getting more income? And this has kind of given me the confidence to now say, right, okay, well, what I should do is I should do something like, there's sites like Freelancer and Fiverr where I can advertise my services of what I do and my costs and show my skill set. So to say, look, I've written articles, that have gone into newspapers and things like that. And these are different options that I've got. So what I'm trying to say, and I wanted to do this video to kind of dump the information. If you've just heard this background noise, it's the dog. I apologise, he's right next to me. But what I guess I'm trying to say is that all hope isn't lost. If you've got a computer and you've got an internet connection, you can earn income. You don't have to earn a massive amount of income. For me, at the end of the day, I'm not looking to earn a huge profit. It's not about getting rich. It was never about getting rich. What it's about is just being able to earn enough to pay the bills, put food in the cupboard, and be able to do the work on the house, in the garden, little by little, as the years go on, which for me, I'm completely happy with doing. It means that being a freelancer, I can choose my own hours. I can meet the client demand. I can work my time around it. I have so much more flexibility. I can work from anywhere. I'm really it's just opened a whole new world for me, and this is in such a short space of time. So what I would say is that if these opportunities do come your way, the one warning I would give is, if ever you're looking for an opportunity like this, don't ever pay any money. Okay, if it asks for you to pay some money, just ignore it, because it's most probably a scam. But if opportunities come your way where you can write articles and get paid, or you can do certain things, or you have a certain skill set and you can offer it, these are options that might be available to you. So it's important that if you're considering a move, that you do your research now. If you think that this is your only option, because don't leave it to have a couple of thousand in savings and move over and think, yeah, I'll get something will come up before then. And because I hit lucky, I really, really did hit lucky with this. And hopefully it's going to continue, or it's given me the scope to open up to do things for it to continue. So just be sensible in what you're doing when it comes to income. Make sure that you've got enough. If you have any questions, please feel free to put a comment underneath in the comments box. I'll be more than happy to answer it. But I just wanted to share that news with you guys, because it's been like nothing happening to all this going on in like next to no time. And I can't say that I'm not happy, because I'm ecstatic. I love it. I'm absolutely loving it. enjoying it. My clients are happy with me. I'm enjoying the work. I'm getting paid. What more can I ask for at the end of the day? I didn't think for a single minute I would be doing something like this. And I can only hope that this adventure is going to go on to become something a bit bigger and better, and that, I'm going to have clients for years to come. So that's everything really that I can think of from me, guys. It was just a video to really talk about that. So I wish you all a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for the people who have been commenting and subscribing. I really, really appreciate it. Um, and I'll try and do more videos. I'll try and do more videos with more updates as the springtime comes. But in the meantime, I am taking a little break. I'm going to the UK on Monday. It's now Thursday evening. So I'm going to be taking a little break, seeing some family members, and then I'll be getting back and getting to it. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for watching. Have a great evening, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.